Okay, so we're going to start off with a scenario where a user unwittingly downloads a malicious file and opens it. The EDR solution deployed to this endpoint identifies a potential threat, kills the process, and then quarantines the file clickme.exe as potentially malicious. So moving over to the SOAR platform, you can see that a case has already been created for this incident. But before we dive into the details of the malware, we're going to take a look at the playbook steps that initiated these actions and the predefined response. The EDR solution downloads the file and then sends it to VMRay Analyzer for analysis. And once the file has been triaged and assessed, VMRay then produces a verdict of malicious or benign. If benign, the verdict is posted to the case wall and the case closed. If malicious, a report is created, the status of the case is changed, and the analysis is imported into the case wall. The final action here is to request a full scan of the endpoint to validate that the malware has been successfully mitigated. On the left here, you can see the steps that are outlined in the playbook. So let's go back to the incident and take a look at the information provided to the SOAR by VMRay and how it's enriched the case. We can see that the threat identifiers has been added along with the MITRE attack information, in addition to an HTML report on the VTI scores, which is the VMRay threat indicators. If you want further information into the threat, we can go directly to the VMRay Analyzer console and drill down even further. We can click on the dynamic analysis to see all the actions taken by the malware. Review the VTIs in more depth. Assess the malware configuration extraction and the screenshots taken during payload execution, as well as the process chain to identify the code injection attempts into other files or processes. So we're now going to move back to the SOAR console and take a deeper look into the case wall and how VMRay has enriched the data. The PDF report for the sample has been attached, and we can also view the IOCs that have been added to this case, which can be extracted by the detection engineering team to create a signature. So in this case, it could be for an IDS looking for a specific file hash, for example. We can now see, if we go to the case history, that the EDR solution has completed the full disk scan and found no other issues. So we can go ahead and close the case. It's that simple, but also extremely powerful from a reduction of workload perspective.